I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence. There you are! Rattler! What are you doing here? Throw down! Multiple strike! Drones offline! No one knows where the Knight's taking it. Sure as hell ain't gonna tell a bunch of grunts like us.
The unexamined life is not worth living, Detective. And I've been wondering why I let you aggravate me so. You're a cheat and a liar. A dressed-up strongman playing with expensive toys. World's greatest detective, ha! And everyone from Gotham to Star City believes it. I cannot abide a fraud detective, a dilettante masquerading amongst his intellectual betters, stealing every last scrap of appreciation, dignity, and respect. Welcome, Detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, Detective. Lower the water like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, Detective. What do bats do when they're at home?
Так, а как же тут правильно повернуть?
Well done, Detective. I think you're getting the hang of it. That's one Batman. The water might be lower, but you're still out of your depth. You know, Detective, if I'd rigged that grapple point to detach, you could be dead in a moment. But where would the satisfaction be in that? You will be your own downfall, Detective. I have no doubt. switch? Why, the water is almost as low as Catwoman's chances of freedom. Why don't you celebrate with my friends? You know what? I wanted you to destroy the robots. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there! Struggling, detective? I'm afraid you're running several minutes behind my projections. This is why my projections were off. I failed to consider both your incompetence and your stupidity as two distinct variables. Apologies, detective. I will recalculate post-haste. Look at you, detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier. Don't think I haven't been tempted by a cheap trick and a quick death, detective.
I did it! I actually did it! I mean, of course I did. Good. As expected.
I wanted you to destroy the robots. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there! No, Detective. You must avoid the rotating spiky blades of death. Excellent, excellent. You are barely keeping up to the precise degree my equations predict. Careful on your way out.
The drone sensors are temporarily disabled, but I can only hack one at a time. So the previous drone will be back online.
Так, и как же выйти?
Between perfectly designed riddle and unfair death trap really comes down to user error.
Hey, Eddie. Hold. Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating. And they say black cats are bad luck.
Another key, well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
I have always been the smartest man in the room, Detective, forced to endure the suspicions and mockery of those whose meager mental faculties prohibited them from appreciating that fact. And then you appear in Gotham, dressing up your cognitive capabilities marginally superior as they are to that of the average hoodlum, in the guise of a crusading hero. And oh, how the people swooned. To the orphanage, hero! It's time to rejoin Catwoman for another trial.
The hardest is when you go back.
Selina's still trapped at the orphanage. Together, we'll get her out.
Bail out! Go, go!
You're back.
I said I'd get you out of here.
I know. It's just... nothing. Let's get to the next room, okay? Before my head explodes.
Ну а как-то, по-моему, рановато. Там же еще 2 ключа надо.
Well, hello again to my favorite comedy double act. I'd just like to say what a novelty it's been constructing riddle chambers for 2 half-wits instead of 1. Why, that's practically a whole wit between you. Dark Knight, when you failed your feline friend and are done mourning over her headless corpse, perhaps we'll do this again with, Robin? Or maybe that prodigal son of yours over in Bloodhaven.
Can you get up there?
The ceiling? Easy.
Riddle me this. Can a maze still amaze if it doesn't have walls? Oh, what a shock. For you, I mean, Detective. I was expecting it.
You know, I had to disable a security system like this when I robbed Queen Industry. Never mind.
Halfway there. Now for a final twist.
Nearly there, Selina.
done on this side.
Okay, done over here.
Congratulations. And now your reward. Robot.
You can do this. All yours.
Fine. The key. Take the key. I suppose you've just about earned it.
When I get out of here, I'm sticking this collar around Eddie's neck.
Well, how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you, because waiting for him beneath Ranelagh Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Batman, are we?
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot, but he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps.
This is your chance with Catwoman back.
Ranelagh Ferry Terminal. Okay, Riddler. This game ends now.
It spells romance to me. Speaking of which, I went back to the afterlife to check on Talia.
Ну, посмотрим, что там за последнее испытание будет.
First ace, now the airships. Batman's pushing us hard. Oh man, it's him! Don't worry, he ain't catching us!
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph. So I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course. A symbol of your failure. My, you're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, Detective. My masterpiece, my Enigma Resistance. So, let us take that inexplicably life-sized children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight. Your Teutoburg, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster, drive headlong into defeat. Behold your doom. Oh, Dark Knight, that looked like it hurt. Did it? understand. How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you? It was luck. Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. You've been waltzing with Lady Luck your whole life, Detective. But now the music stops. No! This isn't right. This isn't possible. This isn't happening. I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me! Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now. Controlling mechanisms. You'll make a mistake. Of course you will. I know you will. Goodbye.
Нет, тут уже придется заново начинать.
Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. I knew it! I knew you'd fail! To think you had me worried. How embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. Care to try again, Dark Knight? Because the timer won't start until you situate yourself at the start of the track.
Вы что, издеваетесь?
Let's try that last lap again. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. Faster, Batman! Like Hermes! Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. You did it. The key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules, don't I? I set them after all.
Okay, almost there. And here we go. Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam. To take my final exam.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate, but I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room. Riddle room. Do you have a photographic memory, Detective? Because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. Your better. Me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, Detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.
I bet it's eating him up. A speed.
Now's my chance to free Selina from the orphanage. This sick game has gone on long enough.
Agreed, sir. Best of luck. That thing will flatten us! Oh, damn it! Get out! Go! I think I saw a bomb in the road.
How have you been?
Perfect. Eddie hasn't said a word since you left that last course. Do you ever rub people the right way? This is it. One last hoop to jump through, then I'm free to rob Gotham blind. I mean, you know, make sure everyone got out. I'll check the art galleries first.
Meet the Riddle Square, a puzzle which draws influence from both late 20th century puzzle cubes and mid-15th century torture devices.
If Eddie wanted us to play a game of life-size chess, he could have left us more pieces.
I don't think that was the idea.
Riddle me this. How can you play my game when you've already been barred?
Play my game.
No, Dark Knight, you're way off the mark. Perhaps you're looking at this conundrum the wrong way. You can't go through it, children. And no, you cannot tunnel under it either.
We need to stop some of the cubes from moving when I fire the charge.
I'm guessing that'd be my job.
Can you find a way in?
Я чуть не подумал, может вот так будет лучше.
Congratulations! Now let's cut to the best part.
Selena, watch out! Get ready!
Damn him. How is that a riddle, Eddie? Seriously.
You get used to it.
Ah! Beginner's luck. Let's intensify proceedings. You will not win this!
It's still not a riddle, Eddie.
You just haven't figured it out yet.
This is it. This is the end. The final riddle.
It's done. Keys by the entrance. Let's go.
You smooth talker, you. Give me a second to compose myself. You know what the worst thing about this was? It looked cheap. Well, handsome, what are we waiting for? So is it just central Gotham that's evacuated? Or are the mansions empty too?
Scarecrow threatened the entire city, Selena.
chancing, bumbling amateur! Look what you have reduced me to, Batman! If you cannot simply bow down when confronted with your obvious superior, then I will stoop to your pathetic pugilistic level and make you! I designed this suit to perfectly defend myself against your violent excesses, so please understand, Dark Knight, that this is an intellectual victory above all. Thank you, Batman, for teaching me the effectiveness of violence tonight!
Try and keep up.
I will beat you! Enough! This is beneath me. You are beneath me. You want to finish this, detective? Then you must earn the privilege. Solve every last riddle in this city and I'll fight you, Batman, but not a moment before.
Or we could just leave you down there, Eddie. Come on, Batman. This cat wants to prowl.
Так, ну вот это мы уже как раз таки оставим напоследок. Может, ну давай попробуем.
I've been cooped up all night, handsome. We're leaving.
Я думаю, загадки мы уже оставим напоследок и вернемся уже под конец игры
Fresh
сюда.
air, freedom, and darkness. Perfect. How should we celebrate? I know a couple of poor, defenseless museums. But then again, I also know a couple of hotels.
Tonight's not over yet. There's more work to be done.
Of course there is. You do know how to kill the mood. Do you ever take the night off? Do you ever take the suit off?
Not on nights like this, Selena. It's what I do.
Fine. I guess I'll hit an art gallery or two, while the big bad bat's distracted.
You're not going to thank me?
Why? It's what you do.